All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan. And how is everyone going? And I just remembered I had not done Hathor Networks for a while. And I'm not sure if the people that watch my channel are the biggest fans of Hathor Networks. I know that not everyone can buy it because they're not registered with the right exchanges. I think you got to get on KuCoin or in Coinbase in Australia. Maybe there's a couple of others. Maybe there's a couple of those DeFi swap exchanges out there that can do it. But either way, I'm going to give a bold prediction for Hathor by the end of this bull market. And you can see that pink line up there. It's no surprise, but it's around about the $35 mark. And I'm going to go through in this video and explain why I think that's going to happen through some kind of simple trend analysis for these bull markets. Now, please like and subscribe this video if you like this kind of trend analysis, if you like the kind of open and honest view about predicting price. And it is just a prediction. Some people are saying 50, some people are saying less, it's just my guess. It's my line in the sand. And it's funny, I was just watching a video, the first video I did on this, and how putting an entry into an asset gives you that motivation, I guess, to be involved and follow the asset and learn about the asset. And, back then I was like, I'll put a bit of money in there to double or triple it, to put it into another asset to then double or triple it. But now I'm like, it's one of my core holdings in my trading portfolio, which, yes, I am chipping away a little bit of the top of the profit to push down to things, but definitely not selling out of it, because this thing is super bullish and super undervalued, and I can't believe that, I can believe that it hasn't gone this crazy yet, but it will go crazy at some point once the world realizes what is going on with Hathor. So anyway, I am going to just pull up this chart in this way a little bit. We're on a 4-hourly chart. Maybe I might even go to a line chart for this just to get a better picture of where I'm trying to get to. Okay, so what I want to do, and I've taken all the indicators off, I'm going to make it super simple for you. So one thing I've been looking at is in all bull markets, whether it be in commodities or whether it be in stocks or indices or whatever it is, there's kind of four definite moves, measured moves. So this is fairly guesstimatory tactics, but it's trying to predict some kind of future reference point. And I guess you need to do that because you need to have your own, not realistic targets, but your own targets. So what I'm going to do is do kind of a trend angle analysis, and then I might try and back that up by some other kind of forms of analysis. So I'm going to take this particular breakout point and move it to that particular move. So, and then I kind of copy that and then take it to the low point of the retracement there. So I think that on my chart previously, I had about a 250 range. Well, this was somewhere in the range of where I think it will go next. So I think that's part 2 of the move. Now, I think that once it moves there, there's a possible dip again. That would be... and let's go by what this dip was. So this dip was a 44% dip. So let's go here and say if it did reach there, what is a 44% dip? And it's kind of around the top there. So then the next move would be like that. And then what would be a 44% dip from here? Might even go a 50% dip. Just to be over cautious, if you like. Because once they get higher, they do kind of correct a lot quicker. So that I had done that before and it got me up to 35, and I guess I was a little bit more cautious there. So if I go back to that 44 range, 45 range, then there again, and that was kind of the rough mark I'd put it, but that's kind of, that's one of those, like, if you were to be getting up to that 24, 25 mark, and you start putting in those stink bid sell orders, 35 might be one of those targets towards the end of the bull run. If you're like, well, I'll see if I can sell something at that. I'll set an order at that, and one time overnight it kind of spikes up there, and then, hey, I've caught that 35. But you might also then have a more realistic target there of that kind of 20, 27 mark there. So we'll get rid of all this junk, because this is a large guessing game now. What I want to also do is go look at my theta chart, and where were we? We were looking before about how much theta has moved since March. So I like comparing things to other things, just to see percentage-wise what might happen. So if we were to grab a percentage move on theta right now, it would have moved roughly about 378%. No, sorry. It would have roughly moved about 244x. So we're going to go back over to our Hathor chart and see where Hathor would be if it had moved 244x from its low here. There we go, 242. It's hard to get it exact, but so then we're starting to get up to that 47 mark. So there's definitely people in my comments that are saying 50 by the end of the bull run. Yep, so that's possible as well. And then I guess the last kind of one is that I know our Fibonacci is not going to extend super far on all of this, but we can always just do this trend-based fib. And then, so that's our kind of $4 range. But then say if we did that move again, what would happen? So let's say if we completed that full move again, so 2 times that move, where would that get us? Even if we pulled back to that particular point there again after this move, the full retracement, we would get somewhere in that range again. So there's a couple of different kind of techniques. So I need to be so clear that these are a complete guessing game. But it is mathematics, and we are in a bull run, and we have to realize that this is the only way we can possibly predict this. There is one other way, and there's the market cap thing, and you can kind of go, it might, if it ever got to X market cap, would do that. But that's another guessing game, and that's like the fundamental guessing game. I'm all about the charts. But I guess that's where people are getting their 50 target from, is they're saying if it ever got close to its closest competitor, it would be this price. And if it got to Ethereum's market cap, it would be this price, But the reality is that Ethereum has taken 10 or so years to get to its market cap. So to expect Hathor token to get to Ethereum's market cap right now in this particular bull run would be very optimistic. So I am only kind of just putting a few lines in the sand there and saying that 26 to 44 is my targets for Hathor Network by the end of the bull run. And I hope that this happens because I've got a nice little bag, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are early adopters of Hathor as well that would be very happy if this played out. So please like and subscribe, click the notification bell, all that great stuff. If you love Hathor, share in the comments, and let's ride this one all the way to the top. Bye for now.